Yo guys, what's up? It's me back again, and I kind of wanted to talk about struggle a little bit. I know that you guys watched the last couple videos that I made, and that has to do with, hey, kind of going through a little bit of a tough time right now, and just kind of realizing and letting people know that, hey, you're not alone. Doesn't matter who you are, what you do, what you look like, where you came from. Struggle exists. And I don't know what you're going through, but I just want to let you know that, I care. Even though I don't even know you, it's just I'm going through some stuff, and I know that it's really common. I mentioned in the last video, I believe, how my dad got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and inevitably passed away, and how there were countless people coming up to me sharing their story. And so I don't know what you're going through, but you're not alone, and it's okay to have struggle. At the end of the day, the world that we live in right now, it's an imperfect world. It's flooded with sin. It's corrupt. There's death and sickness and pain and struggle and anxiety. But that's where the strength of our God comes into play, and we can trust in God, trust that Jesus saved us, and know that, hey, this earthly struggle, it's real. It comes in waves. It's not always gonna be this way. There's hope. There's all things come to an end, and this too shall pass, is one of a good saying. And on that note, I just wanted to open up a little bit, and I've been having some bad anxiety lately, so much so where I'm sitting down and my breath is just gone, and there's a little bit of a panic where I'm just oh my goodness, I cannot catch my breath. And as I mentioned, there's just times where I just want to quit. I'm just I just can't do this. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I can't let those thoughts last long, and I don't think that you should either if you're going through a similar thing. I just want to give you just thoughts of strength, and just let yourself know that, hey, something that's helped me is, hey, don't end your thought cycle on a negative. Embrace that real quick. I'm going to say it again. Don't let your thought cycle, the way that your thoughts are flowing out, hey, oh my goodness, I am feeling so bad, I am overwhelmed, I am stressed out, I just want to quit, I just want to ball up. Don't end it there. Be but I can't, I know I'm going to get through this. It's going to be okay, I have stuff to fight for. This too shall pass, I am capable, kind of stuff like that. Because, and even when it relates to, I've always been super hard on myself, honestly, pretty negative as well, thrown throughout my life, or just kind of been that way. And I've been trying to get better at also being nice to myself. Sometimes I can beat myself up and be oh man, I'm a crappy person, or have these negative core beliefs. But really shifting that around and being you know what, no, I'm a good person. I have values that I embrace, and it makes me a good person, and so on like that. So I don't know, I wanted to check in with you guys because of obviously what I'm going through, but then it made me start to think about, well, other people are going through the same thing too. Maybe I can encourage them as we're walking hand in hand through our own separate struggles. Well, maybe I can provide a little bit of encouragement, not from a hey, I'm in this pit too, dog. I'm in this pit right here with you. We're gonna get through it one way or the other. And one thing too is, I'm not gonna say it verbatim, but in the scriptures it talks about how through essentially all phases of life, through hardship, give thanksgiving to God. Give thanks to God. And essentially what that means is gratitude, right? Praise Him, be grateful. No matter what you're going through, there's something to be grateful for. There really is. As little as it may be of, oh man, I got so much anxiety. How am I going to provide? My job is not paying enough. I'm at a dead-end job. I'm stressed out with my living situation, and how am I going to pay the bills? Or I'm never going to find true love, or stuff like that. Taking a step back and being like, okay, what are some things that I'm grateful for? You know what I mean? Okay, I ate today. Thank God for providing me a meal so that my stomach's not, wanting food. Or, you know what? Yeah, I'm stressed out. I don't know how I'm going to pay the mortgage this month. I might have to go behind. But you know what? I got a roof right now over my head. Thank God. Gratitude is huge. Another thing too is really try not to be alone. I'm blessed right now. I got a good buddy that's helping me out, and someone that can kind of talk to, and you can it's just good to get it off the chest. Or honestly, I mentioned it the other time. Also, I started doing therapy. Even though it's once a week or whatever, it's just something to talk to. And then obviously the therapist, he's got tools, and those tools really bring a lot of knowledge into the minefield, to be able to apply it into life. And I think that is really important, honestly. I know that Andrew Huberman said something that resonated with me. He said that he's been doing therapy for a long time. I don't want to butcher the amount of time, but I feel like it was around 20 years weekly therapy. And he even said, he was just honestly, whatever, he's in a good time of his life, but he believes that everyone should do it weekly. And I kind of agree. There's a lot of tools that these therapists have that can help you walk through it and really bring a different perspective to life. Something I was taught this past week has brought a lot of comfort to me. And what that has been is, my worries, right? If I am feeling stressed out about money, well, that's not just a negative thing. It actually comes because I have value. One of my values in life is providing for my family. Is providing. So it's the reason why I have anxiety about providing is because the value that I have in life, one of my values, is providing, which is actually a positive. So checking that emotion of that anxiety, being okay, well, this is actually a good thing because I care. And I would be a robot. I would be a crazy person if I did not care about financially providing for my family, right? You'd be a robot. And the list goes on. So I thought that was very helpful. As I'm walking through this freaking forest right now, it rained yesterday, so it's just swamp fest, and I'm wearing my Crocs. So that's fun. Another thing, man, talked about it, getting out into nature. Look at this. You just get to see the birds chirping, hear the birds chirping. Get outside of the cubicle, the office, and breathe some fresh air, listen to the birds chirp, see some snails, some snakes. I saw a baby doe. It was just like Bambi, had the spots and everything. Just bouncing around. I mean, that stuff right there, that would just bring a smile to your face. And you see, like, these are little things that bring me joy amidst a hard time. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that, hey, it's easy or whatnot. But these are just some tips and tricks that I've been using to help me out, right? Because as I said it, like in my own life, I'm in a little bit of knee deep, but like I'm okay. Like, I'm not gonna lie, even right now my chest is tight and I'm feeling stress. I really am, but I know that I'm okay and that I'm going to be okay. I do have a skill set that I have acquired over the years that will help me provide value to companies so that, if I do lose a job or whatever, well, I know that I'll be able to get another one type crap. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling a little bit, but I just wanted to, because there's been times in my life where, like, I've been in a struggle, but I didn't have the positivity tools, or I didn't have a certain outlook on life or whatnot to actually be able to not just stay in it, right? Like, I just would mope and stay inside my bedroom and just freaking be depressed, right? Whereas I'm actually not depressed in this time. I can just truthfully say, like, I'm not depressed at all. And I think it's because I have some of these tools. Although, I'm in the midst of some stuff, so I haven't been exercising, like lifting weights a lot. But I've been going on a lot of walks, so that's something. But I do know that also physical exercise is good for the mental health as well. Releases those positive endorphins and so on. So it's always cool coming out here and hearing the birds chirp. This is always insane to me. One of my favorite animals is the woodpecker. And a woodpecker absolutely demolished that tree. It's just so cool to me. Woodpecker, they have a cool design in their head. Basically, if you ever thought about, like, man, how do woodpeckers not get freaking concussions? They're just banging their head off the freaking tree. How is that not hurting them? Actually, their tongue wraps around their head. I'll pull up a picture to really show it to you, but it almost acts as like a mouth guard for their head. They have a very long tongue. Drill that hole, then that tongue kind of comes out and eats the buggies. Woodpeckers are they're my all-time favorite bird. All types of them. I just love when a woodpecker flies up and lands on a tree, and I just get to watch it just navigate the tree, tap tap tap, trying to find that nice spot where they can tell, okay, maybe there's some food here. One time a woodpecker landed in my backyard, and over the course of a couple days I saw it drill 2 massive holes into a dead tree in my backyard. And now every time I see that tree with those holes, it just makes me smile a little bit, being like, man, that's cool. I saw that woodpecker actually do that. But as someone that spends a lot of time on YouTube and so on, I do think it's important to get outside and do something new. I live in Michigan, so our hikes aren't really mountainous or nothing like that. Pretty flat land. Just kind of walking through forest like this. You know what I mean? But you know, guys, that's yeah. You know, I wanted to come in, kind of give you guys some hope, kind of come onto an equal playing ground, you know, maybe relate a little bit, give you guys a little bit of like camaraderie, you know what I mean? It's easy in these times to feel alone, and it's possible that some of you guys view me differently. I know how it is through a screen. You know, you watch a lot of content of somebody, they almost seem like a fictional character, almost not real. And I just wanted to come in and connect on that real level. Connect on that real level with you guys and be a little bit vulnerable and share some positivity. So I really pray for you guys. Anyone else that's going through a hard time right now, you know, even though I don't know your names, I'll try to keep you in my prayers and keep you encouraged so that you just push through. Like I said, this too shall pass. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support. Almost just slipped in mud. That would have been unfortunate. And make sure to drop a heart down in the comments if share some positivity, share some love out there. Like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Peace out, guys.